Hey, my friends, MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here. Quite a complex weather situation, so let's get right into it. The big story is widespread snow increasing in intensity through the day, not heavy for a lot of places, and still warm roads will melt a lot of it. But there are a few areas under winter weather advisories for 4 to 7 inches of snow, and there's a winter storm watch for over 8 inches of snow in a section. So let's get to it and try to explain this all to you. So here's a look right here. Sorry. Here's a look at the radar at the moment. And you can see that there's quite an area of precipitation. Um, the green, that is where the snowflakes are big enough to be seen and reach the ground. So right now we have light snow from around the Muskegon area, Pentwater, southward through a lot of the Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, and starting to develop in the southern part of the state. The winter weather advisory, that is in effect for the northeast corner. You'll eventually get into an enhanced amount of snow this afternoon and tonight on a southeast wind, kind of bringing the moisture in from Lake Huron. Now, the rest of us will get snow accumulations, but it's not enough to officially reach winter weather advisory criteria, which is usually about 3 to 6 inches of snow. The far southwest corner, you can barely see that. That is where the winter weather, winter storm watch is. I'm sorry, for the southwest corner, as a heavy band lake effect will develop. Christy Freeman, how about the weather in Augrey? Augrey, you're into the close to the winter weather advisory, so you got a couple of inches on the way. Thanksgiving a little bit too far out right now. All right, let's get into the radar forecast and show you the main theme here is that increasing coverage of a light to moderate snow. So this is the radar forecast. Let me hit update for you here. Yes, Ken Forsyth, Pinconning will be getting it. Hang tight. We'll show you here. So this is 1 this afternoon, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So basically what you see is we go from southwest corner light snow right now to all of lower Michigan by 6 o'clock this evening. And it starts to increase in intensity on the east side of the state and on the northeast side of the state. And by this evening, it's snowing in Flint. It's snowing in Detroit, maybe with some rain mixed. It's snowing in Ann Arbor. It's snowing in the Thumb. It's snowing on the Sunrise side. And it's light spotty snow Traverse City northward. We go through the night tonight. This is midnight, 1, 2. It's snowing still and starting to wind down. And then you'll notice a different direction. Okay. Oh, by the way, a lot of folks are asking about their specific spot. I'll get to that here in just a moment, but after I get done with the live, I'm going to break it down into regions with posts on MLive. So look for that and look for me to update that too as we go. So here we are. We go into tomorrow noonish, and now the lake effect bands start to develop along the western shoreline of lower Michigan and start to come into the southwest corner. And notice, look up across the UP tomorrow night. One of these whirling vortexes, what I call lake-induced mesoscale vortex, developing there. That's the kind of weather we're going to get into, in that the lake will start to dominate. Now, here's the radar forecast from something that goes out a little bit longer. This is this afternoon. You can see the snow. With temperatures of 35 to 37, that means the roads in most places should stay okay until we get to nightfall, and then the temperatures will drop. This is the middle of the night tonight, still snowing in the Thumb, Saginaw, Bay City, and tomorrow afternoon, still bursts of snow moving through. And then as we go into Thursday, we see another disturbance swinging through. And that's what you'll see next coming up from me, is that as this storm system swings to the east, Then the colder air starts to come in and disturbances. And each disturbance with the colder air and the warm Great Lakes sets off another round of snow, although be it kind of isolated depending on where you're at. All right, so here's total snowfall. Let me update this again. This is the high resolution rapid refresh. Total snowfall. And then I'll show you the National Weather Service forecast. But this is through tomorrow morning. Okay, so this gives you a good feel. In the Northeast, you're talking 4 to 7 inches of snow in those purple areas. That's Alpena, that's Oscoda, that's maybe down to Standish. You're talking 2 to 4 inches in the Thumb. You're talking 2 to 4 inches from Grand Rapids into the southwest corner. The rest of lower Michigan, 1 or 2 inches of snow. But you're looking at snow everywhere. Okay. And then we'll go out. This one's going out 45 hours now. That's into Thursday morning. And that's when the northwest wind kicks in and the snow starts to pile up along the western shoreline, starts to pile up in the Traverse City area, Leelanau County, down through Ludington, Manistee, down to the southwest corner. So a northeast wind makes the snow heaviest on the northeast side and the Thumb now, and then the northwest wind shifts it to the west side of the state. Now, here is the National Weather Service total snow forecast out 72 hours. So this is going to encompass our today's snow and then some lake effect on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And yeah, you see it, 6 to 10 inches in the southwest corner. Hey, good morning, Valerie Daggett. Top of the morning to you also, and Virginia Miller from Imlay City, and Tom Brock. Thanks for the report. Newaygo County has light snow. Northern lower Michigan gets into the heavy lake effect, 6 to 10 inches in places. And the only spot that stays at an inch or two is Detroit and Ann Arbor and Monroe. Otherwise, 2 to 4, 5 inches maybe across much of lower Michigan. So yeah, this is snow. Okay, definitely snow. All right, now let's look out into the future. Okay, and see how this is going to evolve. So here's our snow for today and tomorrow. And then we get these disturbances coming in from the northwest. Each one arrives with colder air and heavy lake effect. So heavy lake effect into Saturday. Now we're into Sunday, heavy lake effect continuing. We might call this November in some places. Okay. And now we go to Monday and we start to get back to a west wind. You start to see somewhat milder temperatures. Now we're into next Wednesday, milder temperatures starting to upwell from the south into our area. Now we're into Thanksgiving. That's as far as we get. Thanksgiving night, storm system to the south, milder temperatures, but still plenty of a reservoir of cold to the north. And one last thing I'll leave you with is temperatures. So these are the afternoon temperatures today. So we're talking snow, but you can change to rain at times when you've got a 38 in Saginaw or a 40 in Flint or a 42 in Detroit or a 37 in Grand Rapids. Tomorrow, about the same, but then the temperatures start to creep down. Thursday, 34, Grand Rapids, 33. These are highs. Then Friday, it turns colder. Upper 20s, low 30s. Then Saturday, colder yet, mid 20s for highs. Sunday, upper 20s. Monday, mid 30s. Tuesday, creeping back toward 40. Wednesday, maybe in the low 40s in places. And Thanksgiving could be in the 40s. So that gives you a really good feel that we've got a full-blown burst of winter here the next 3 or 4 days, and then we'll start to have some milder temperatures on the way. Oops, I hear my wife is up and the dog. I got to go take Mr. Bagel out potty because he's having a little bit of a difficulty. We think that he might have actually caught COVID from us last week because just one day he started feeling sick, and now he's coming out of it. So, hey, take care, be careful, check MLive weather, and I'll have posts on what we have coming because there's a whole lot of updating to do. Hopefully I got the basic picture to you on what's going on. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. Take care.